Hello, this is Wizard and welcome back to another video. Today I am wearing my new Halloween skin, which I think looks pretty cool. But today I am doing a tier list of some of the updates in 1.17. Now, if you haven't seen the Minecraft Earth, the cave update has just been confirmed for 1.17. So the first thing is mountains. Wow. If you have seen it, the one picture, I think you'll agree with me, top tier. It's just so cool. I really want to build like a castle in the new mountains or something like that. Because like, it would look so cool. And goats. Wow. Goats, I think I'll give them like tier B, because like they're really cool. Like, I love them. Like, they're so cool. But actually, I think I'll move them up to tier A. But they're like, I'm not giving them tier S because they haven't confirmed anything like goat milk or goat cheese, which is what I really want. But next is snowiest snow. Now, snowiest snow will appear in the newly generated mountains, and so and there'll be some places where you can fall through. But I really want it because I could use it for traps, and it would just be like so cool for like, if someone outside someone's base, they live in an igloo or something, and you could put snowy snow there and they would fall through. But here there is the Lush Cave, which is part of the caves side of things, which is top tier stuff. It's just so cool. All of the like greenery and water, it's just so cool. But next is moss. They've introduced moss as like, they didn't say it, but in the cave I saw that there's moss. I think I could use it to put light sources under it, and also just put another wire level on my gardens. So I think that's top tier. Putting all of them in top tier. So here is the glowberry. Now, at the moment, they only said that it's in Lush Caves, so I'm only gonna give it second tier because, like, if they were on all the caves, that'd be really good. Because I'm not sure if it's just me, but I never go into places with food. If there were glowberries in every place, it would definitely be top tier. Now, this one is the spore blossom. Now, the spore blossom is a like flower on the top, which I'm going to put in tier B. Why am I falling? I'm going to put in tier B because, well, I don't think it's worthy of this because what I really want is them to add like a bug or something. Or like make it a trap block so that if you walk like under it, it's like one of those plants that like just snaps shut when you go under, when a like insect goes under it, which would be really cool. So next is the drip leaf, not iron block, drip leaf. And this is really good for parkour because if you stay on it for too long, you fall down. But I'm not that great at parkour, so I'd probably fall down way too much. So I'm only giving that a tier A. Now next is the Elysia. These are like little saplings. Also, they are above the Lush Caves as like a variant of oak trees with some flowers on them. I'm giving this a tier I'm giving this a tier A because it's like I could use it for like, I can imagine like multiple circumstances where I can use it for like berries and flowers if I want to decorate a house or make a house look overgrown or something. Now, the Mega Cave that has massive stalactites and stalagmites. I think this looks amazing, but I'm not going to give it top tier because they're like, I don't like diorite and granite, so in caves, so yeah, I'm not sure about that, but they're not going to remove it because they can be used for different scenarios in building, not just as like ambience for the cave. So next is the local water levels, which I'm probably giving top tier because I think that it would look really cool if you're making like a white water rafting or something, and you could just like, or also it just looks cool for like on top in the caves. It just looks amazing. So next one is the Dripstone Caves. Wow. The Dripstone Caves are a cave that is pretty big, but they have stalactites and stalagmites. Oh, I think I should do this first. So the stalagmite is I'm going to give it this because it looks pretty cool, but there was a clip of a zombie falling on it from like 2 blocks above it, and they died instantly. So I'm giving it pretty high. But I think I'm giving the stalactite top tier because like a couple years ago I went to a place in Singapore and we went to this place where it was like this like rock sort of, like this mountain, like this hill sort of mountain, and there were like stalactites on the roof, and it like looked really cool. So yeah. But now here is the Dripstone Caves. Like holding all of these, I think it looks cool. Also they drip, which gives lots of ambience, which I really like. Also I could rebuild that place in Singapore. So the Skulk Groves. Now I think the Skulk Groves would be like, they're really cool. Like I think they look really cool for like if you want to make a scary underground base or something. But the Skulk sensor, I'm not gonna say that I'm good at redstone because I really aren't, but I sometimes like dabbling in redstone, and they showed that you can use like as like, what is it called, as unconnected redstone, like, oh, not really that, but wireless redstone, which is really cool. Also, if you've got to this point in the video, I think you should definitely consider watching the Minecraft Earth, because all of these things are not covering very much. I'm just giving my personal rating. So, here is the Warden. Now, I'm giving them top tier because they're gonna be like in a really low part of the caves, which will be really cool and scary. And when I first watched the Minecraft Earth, I just saw the Warden just like coming around the corner, and it looked terrifying. And I think that is like really cool. They should definitely add it. So it's top tier. Also, in the Deep Dark, which is a cave that they're adding the Skulk Grove, the Skulk Sensor, and the Warden in, there is a new kind of stone, which looks a bit like andesite, but like made into It looks like kind of like bricks, but stone, but like a stone kind, like these kinds of bricks. So I think that is a really cool block, which will definitely be good in building, like for roofs and stuff, for like tiles. But they also added candles, which I like really wanted candles for ages. Like they were just like, I just really wanted candles for like, see, if I build a table here, I just like, also I am using the old wood textures because I like them more. You probably don't, but I do. And here, and if I just like make it like a table like this, so, and then I'll get this, and then if I also get an item frame and gold, and then a torch. You may not see where I'm going, but this is how we had to build candles up to when they're gonna add candles. So we had to do it like this, where you add a gold, a item frame, and a torch. But it doesn't really look good in medieval sort of stuff, like and also I just like in a study sort of. I can imagine just making a writer's study or something. So next one is the amethyst. So amethyst, there will be a structure called amethyst geodes, where amethyst blocks will spawn, but sadly you can't move them like mob spawners. So for that reason, I'm going to give them tier B, because like, I thought you could, when I first saw them, I was like, whoa, you can use this in building a lot. But then I saw it and I was like, you can't really use it as much. But you can use the amethyst crystals as if you like, which I think is really cool. You could like put them in like a cave and make it look like there's crystals like growing everywhere. But next one is the telescope, which you need amethyst crystals to make. But like, I think it's top tier because I use Optifine, and Optifine has zoom, but I've always felt like that's a bit cheaty to players who don't have Optifine. So I think they're like, it's pretty cool that they're adding it. Also, I've noticed that you can see further with the telescope than Optifine, which I really like. But they're also adding copper, which I really like. I think it looks, you need it to make the telescope, but I think it looks really good because you can make it for the roof. At first I was like, that doesn't look that great, but they can oxidize, which makes them turn blue, and it looks really cool because like, I'm going to do a survival series, and I'm going to make a museum with that roof, with a roof made out of that, but like, that's kind of a spoiler, which, yeah, I'm going to do in snapshots. And so, they're also adding bundles, which I think is a great early game solution to storage. Of course, we have shulker boxes, but like, that's quite a late game. Like, early game when you're like, especially like when I do YouTube videos, I don't go to the end as quickly. Like, when I do it without YouTube videos, I go really quickly to the end. But when I do YouTube videos, I take way longer. But they're also adding brushes, which I think looks really cool because you can like make dirt slabs, which I've always wanted. But like, I'm not sure they know that, but like, it's just like, I just decided that, like, when I was looking at it, that was one of the main things. but you can find them in these archaeological sites, which I think is so cool, because like I never thought I'd see this. Like I never even imagined it, but when I heard it on Minecraft Live, on Minecraft Earth, I was like, whoa, I actually really want this, even though I never thought of it before. Unlike all these other, most of these other ones, like the caves and the noose and the like all and the snowies and the goats and the moss, like it's just different. I never even thought of adding these, yet they're so amazing. But they're also adding clay fragments, which I'm giving top tier, because I may or may not be building a museum, which I've already told you about, and filling it with these pots, which you can get clay fragments, put them on a pot, and you can and then put little fire under it to cook it up and make it into an actual bowl, which you can put in a museum or just have in your house as like a decoration. Next one is the axolotls. Now the axolotl is actually a real creature, which I think is really cool, and it just looks so cute. I wonder if it will be able to go on land, because it's actually a creature that swims and goes on land. But an axolotl will protect you from guardians and sea mobs. Next one is the glow squid. Now the glow squid, I'm actually giving top tier because I actually voted for it. I didn't vote for it. I didn't vote for any, but like I wanted it. Found it too confusing how to vote, but I just like put it on. I really wanted them to add it because like it's just my favorite. And guys, for you who wanted the Moo Bloom, they didn't tell us anything about it that they could add. Or the glow squid, they had hypnosis. And for the people who liked the astrologer, yeah, I liked them for a bit, but then I realized remembered the Phantom. The Phantom, everyone was like, oh, that'll be so cool. Oh, that'll be so cool. It's gonna be so awesome. They're gonna add like one that comes in the night. And you know how I want to build a castle? Well, they will probably just kill me and anyone else who went in the mountains when you're trying to explore the snowiest snow, the amazing looking mountains, the goats, and all those.